I am always excited when a new dirt bike finally hits the market, but I've never been quite this excited as I am right now for this electric dirt bike. This is a brand new 80 horsepower electric dirt bike called the Stark Varg. It's going to be manufactured by a company in Sweden called Stark Future, and this bike looks extremely promising. It looks great aesthetically, and the performance stats that they have down for it are insane. It's definitely revolutionary if this bike can do what they're claiming that it can do. Without further ado, we're going to get into the video. We're going to be talking about the stats and some really cool engineering that they talk about in this video. I'm going to link the actual trailer to the bike in the description. I'd highly recommend you watch it. It's like 16 minutes, but they got some really good engineering going on behind this bike, and it's got me really excited for it. So no more delays, let's get into the video. We're going to talk about this. So guys, right off the bat, I just really want to touch on, I know I said this earlier, but the bike is aesthetically pleasing, which is great. They have super minimalistic plastics on the side, very smooth, very futuristic, very badass looking, and it's probably the best dirt bike period I have ever seen. But I also love that they have incorporated a lot of engineering into the plastic. My favorite probably being the handle on the rear of the seat. If you guys ride a dirt bike, you know this, that usually you have a strap around the back of your seat. Well, these have handles actually incorporated into the plastic. That way you can pick up your bike. That's awesome. That's super smart. I know that's a super small detail, but that shows me that they're thinking, and that's really awesome. Another great thing that they're going to be doing while we're talking about engineering is their battery pack. It's going to be rocking a 6 kilowatt battery pack, which if we're comparing that to an Alta is only 5 kilowatts, so it's an Alta killer here. But they're going to have this huge 6 kilowatt battery pack inside of a case, which is actually the same as the battery pack. So instead of building a big strong frame, and then putting the battery pack inside of the frame is actually going to be the battery pack. So the battery pack is structural. This saves a ton of weight. So their frame that they're actually going to be building for the bike is really lightweight, made out of really strong, lightweight materials. And then the battery pack is going to be part of the structure. That is also super smart. I know that Tesla does that, and that's how they have a huge lead on other EV companies. So the fact that they're incorporating this kind of technology and this kind of thinking into electric dirt bikes is awesome, and it's going to benefit everyone, and it's definitely benefiting this bike. And that 6 kilowatt battery pack, they said, is going to be able to do that 80 horsepower that they're promising, and there's going to be different modes on it that you can switch, so you can get the bike to act like a 125 all the way up to a 650. There's apparently 100 modes that you can cycle through depending on your riding style and what you're doing, which is awesome. And it's so true what they said in their video. Again, it's linked down in the description, but they said if it's better to have the power and not need it than need the power and not have it, which is also true if you've ever been riding a bike. The bike is also going to ship with what they're calling a Stark Varg phone. Now, this is an actual smartphone that they're going to be shipping with the bike, and it's not something extra like an extra gift that you get with the bike. It's actually very important to the bike. They are going to have their own app on the bike. I don't know if you can use your own phone with this, but they are shipping one with it apparently. But they do have an app that's going to be on the phone that controls all the settings on your bike, which is a really cool idea. You're supposed to put the phone in a waterproof casing that sits on top of your handlebars, about the same place as an Alta does, and you can control your regen level, you know, your speeds, your speedometers on there, and it becomes part of the bike once you put it in that case. And then when you're done, you can take it out, and they said you can use it as a personal phone. This is really ballsy, I think, to try something like this, so I'm definitely giving them credit for it. And I think that if they can get that phone to work seamless with the bike, that's going to be a great idea, and it's going to work really well. I, for one, think that it's a great idea, and everything's controlled by your phone these days, so why not your bike? They have a couple other cool features on here, like the rear axle adjustment is now a clicking sound. It clicks into place instead of you trying to tighten two bolts, which is great. Again, it's something small, but it's really smart, and I like that they did that. The last thing I'm going to touch on, guys, again, there's more stuff to touch on. Actually, I'm just not going to touch on it all. You guys can check out the video in the description. Like I said, it's a great video. The last thing we're going to talk about, though, is the range that they're claiming. They're comparing it to a full tank on a 450 bike. They're claiming you can go full throttle supermoto race for 35 minutes, or you can get up to 6 hours of easy trail riding. Now, that is impressive range. Doing 35 minutes full throttle all the time for an electric bike, that's extremely impressive. I am a little iffy with their easy riding for the 6 hours, because easy riding on the trails, I don't know what they consider easy riding. Usually you're going decently hard on the trail, so I'm really waiting for some mileage numbers slash estimate kind of things. But all in all, this bike looks revolutionary. I think it's going to turn the tide. Like I said before in my other videos, other people, other companies are going to start making electric dirt bikes. They're only going to get better, they're only going to get cooler, they're only going to get faster, and they're only going to get longer range. And I think this is the start of that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I encourage you to watch the video down in the description or click the link down in the description and check out the video of this really cool bike. Can't wait to see it. You can also reserve this bike right now for $100 on Stark Futures website. So if you guys are interested in that, I think it's going to start at around $13,000 USD. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I remember. That's what I think that it said. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.